Hi everyone, it's me, Redderton Green, once again here on Cloud 9 with Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, and along with me is my awesome roommate, Thrift.
Hey everyone!
And in the last episode, we did flying mini games, and I got annoyed at said flying mini games, but we also completely
talked about childhood TV shows.
We also completely gushed about nostalgic TV shows.
We left off with... What did we leave off with? Wishbone!
Wishbone, that was it. You made the joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was a reference. It was a tasteful reference.
Whatever, it's a... Ugh.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh my gosh. I don't...
Me is an
average kid that no one understands. And I'm talking about the stuff before they had Foop and the magic dog.
They had a magic dog?
They apparently have a magic dog now.
Mom and Dad and
Vicky always giving him commands.
Ah, twerp!
I thought it was commands.
It is commands.
You said demands.
I totally said commands.
Commands, but twerp. Doom and gloom up in his room. Anyways. It's not breath. In reality, they are his odd parents, fairly odd parents. Wands and wings, floaty crowny things.
Hey, odd parents,
Fairly odd parents.
Yeah, I don't actually know the whole thing. Oh, guys, cat dog. Do you remember
Oh
cat
my
dog?
goodness, cat dog.
Or...
Cat dog. Cat dog.
Oh, Johnny Bravo.
Do the micro with me. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, dum. Actually, we were talking about Johnny Bravo in our narrative class.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
What about?
Basically, like...
completely sexy he was.
Even you can't say it with a straight face.
Johnny Bravo was so... I can't say it!
But yeah, it was basically about, like, 7-minute formula. Anyways, can I just say that somebody said, you can't hate Johnny Test for having the whip sound effects because Johnny Bravo had more. And I'd like to say, no. They had sound effects for a lot of stuff that he did, but that was because they had to cut out transition frames. So they had to make it make sense. So they had to add in, like, swishes. But it wasn't whips. It was swishes. It was all sorts of stuff that would fit instead of just... like Johnny Test. About 160 whips in one episode. Or whip sound effects in one episode. That didn't even involve an actual whip. Anyways.
Captain Planet.
I didn't watch Captain Planet, but I do...
me neither.
Captain Planet, he's a hero.
Hey, wait. Did you ever... Okay, when I was a kid, I watched, like... Boomerang and all those older ones. Did you ever watch Hong Kong Phooey?
Hong Kong Phooey.
It's about a dog who is a kung fu master, and he's actually a janitor, even though he's a dog.
No.
Apparently it was a show in the 70s, and like none of my friends understood what the heck I was talking about. And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, that's why, because it was on Boomerang, and it was a show in the 70s, and I wasn't alive in the 70s.
None of us were alive in the 70s.
How about, That's So Raven.
That's so Raven, it's the future I can see. That's so Raven.
I love That's So Raven.
Raven Simone,
I love her.
Raven Simone recently came out as a lesbian.
Not that recently.
Not that recently, but now it's like, now we can say, instead of That's So Gay, we can say That's So Raven. Also, yeah, Rip Talks also come in angelic variety here.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't get it. Don't
I thought
question
they were the bad guys.
I know, just don't question it. Is this water? Water! Huzzah! This must be where rain comes from.
Speaking of water, I'm trying to find one that's related to water. Yvonne of the Yukon.
Oh my gosh.
For us and for you and for me.
Yvonne of the Yukon.
It's funny because it was set in Canada.
Yeah. And oddly enough, it does capture the life of like a small town in the Yukon.
It was. I just remember one. Where
Which,
it's
if
like,
you're in the Yukon, you live in a small town.
I just remember one episode where someone was getting a ticket for having winter tires in May, and there's like, that's because there's still snow on the ground.
Actually, one that I remember was the one where they discovered a weird mole on a weird like spot on Yvonne's butt, and so they associated with like chili bumitis, and so they thought the whole town was infected, and it was hysterical because a bunch of accidents were occurring that made people have the same symptoms. So there was like people who had severe flatulence, people who felt completely numb, and then there were like people with swollen heads. It was oh, that show was just brilliant.
Okay, how about another one? How about Brace Face?
Oh, Brace Face.
I remember one
watch too many
I
episodes.
remember one episode where she was trying to like break up with this guy without like outright. She was trying to get him to break up with her. So she ate corn on the cob, and like all the corn got stuck in her braces.
Oh man, talk about the worst part of having braces is stuff gets stuck in there.
How about
Stuff gets stuck in there. Redderton Green 2014. There we go. I just wanted to do that because the one, if anything, I take inspiration from Lucajin and such. So, and Lucajin has the thing where she takes stuff out of context and has people tweet it. Anyways.
Here's one that like everyone knows ever. Invader Zim.
Oh yes, I love Gurr.
That everyone loves Gurr.
Do song.
People who have never watched Invader Zim love Gurr. Angry Beavers.
Oh yes.
I remember one where it was like, I'm gonna punch you in the next week, and he actually punched him in the next week. How about
Oh, Woody Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker.
What? He looks like he's dressed as Hermes.
I guess. It's weird.
Oh.
Who the heck are you?
Maggie and the ferocious beast. Great googly moogly.
Oh, I got the wand.
If I dress as Maggie, will you be my ferocious beast?
I'd probably be Hamilton.
Oh, I love Hamilton!
And then the ferocious beast had like the one whose his color scheme was like completely opposite. And he was like all fancy in English. Oh no, I heard a dragonfly. You know what that means.
Oh, did you ever watch Underdog as a kid?
Underdog.
Not bird, not plane, nor even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
Underdog was a cartoon, but I didn't know that until they started like hyping the heck out of the Underdog movie.
There was an Underdog movie?
Yeah, there's an Underdog movie. It was like...
When was this?
It was like, full... It's like live action with animated dog.
Oh, no.
Now I can power up the swirly.
Underdog was like one of those characters where it was a dog acting and dressing like a human in a world of humans, but no one thought it was odd. It was like one of those things. Like Hong Kong Phooey.
There's no
was a
need
dog
to fear. Underdog is here.
Acting and dressing like a human. He had a job as a janitor in a world of humans, but no one thought it was odd that there's this random talking dog. It's just perfectly natural. Furries were very accepted in the older days.
Yes.
How about, do you remember Adam Ant?
Adam Ant.
He's like a little ant, and he's like super strength.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh,
that must have been another 70s show from Boomerang.
Probably. It's another one. Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, I remember some of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I used to every Saturday watch Rocky and Bullwinkle.
It was like a really old show.
Yeah.
Oh gosh darn it!
The Jetsons.
Oh, meet George Jeffson.
They're altered the Flintstones. The Flintstones.
Oh yeah, the Flintstones.
You know the theme song?
Flintstones, meet the
There
Flintstones.
we go.
I also know it because I just had
you've been singing the theme song to every single thing I've said practically.
No, get back here, Dragonfly. Best part of the game.
I'm just gonna read my entire list out. Okay, so starting at number 1 on my list and going to number whatever the heck numbers I have. Arthur, PB&J Otter, JoJo's Circus.
Why are you going so fast?
Blue's Clues, 7 Little Monsters.
7 Little Monsters, yes.
Reboot.
Reboot.
Pippi Longstocking.
They're rebooting Reboot.
Anne of Green. Did you ever watch the Anne of Green Gables animated TV show?
I watched a little bit.
Transformers, Max and Ruby.
Max
Hey
and
Arnold.
Ruby.
Do you remember Hey Arnold?
Yes. Out of the way, football head.
The Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's Lab.
Courage
DD.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, in the middle of nowhere.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, that one was fairly
Creepy.
recent.
Yeah, well, no, I think it ran the same time as Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it ran at the same time as Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was a whole episode where they connected a couple of Cartoon Network cartoons. And I remember 2 of them, they featured aliens in all of them. And then Fred Burger shows up in the one that...
Fred Burger?
Fred Burger showed up in the one that, oh gosh. In the Foster's Home one. And back to our regularly scheduled programming.
I just said Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, right?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Next.
And then I was telling you how it was at the same time as,
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which happens to be the next thing on my list. And after that, Mickey's House of Mouse.
Oh, the House of Mouse was pretty cool.
Yeah. Cyber Chase. Do you remember Cyber Chase?
Oh, with Digit, voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
And the Motherboard.
And Mother Brain. Yeah, and Motherboard. And then they had Hacker.
Yup. Rugrats. Sticking Around.
Sticking Around, we mentioned.
Zaboomafoo.
We
Out
talked
of the
about
Box.
Out of the Box.
Veggie Tales.
Veggie Tales.
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales.
Douglas the Dragon.
Oh wait, I'm trying to remember. Dragon Tales. What was it?
They made a wish on a scale.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What was the rhyme that they would use to get to Dragonland? Shoot. Oh. Also, can I just say it was a TV show with the main characters being people of color. So people stopped complaining. Yeah, they were Spanish, I believe.
I never paid
They were
attention.
Hispanic. They were definitely
I never paid attention to that. I'm like, look, it's people doing things.
Exactly. That's how I like to see it, but unfortunately people have to constantly be like, oh, you need to have people of color. It's like, great. Thank you for calling them people of color.
Well, mainly it's, stop having so many white people.
Yeah.
We talked, in sociology, we talked about how, apparently, the original design of the new $100 bill, the woman on the $100 bill looked too Asian because she was a scientist, and so therefore it was perpetrating the Asian scientist stereotype. So they decided to use a more, what was the word they used? They decided to make a more, what was it? I totally forget.
Non-conformist.
That's the word I was thinking, but it's not the word they used.
Oh no!
A gender or racial neutral. They decided to change her to a more neutral race, so they made her white.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's culture, I guess.
That's like America or whatever.
It's Canada.
Oh, it's
it was the Canadian $100 bill.
By the way, there's a dragonfly up here, which you can probably guess is going to be really evil.
Speaking of dragons, Douglas the Dragon, Puff the Magic Dragon, and then has nothing to do with dragons. Recess.
Oh, Recess. Sylvia.
The Weekenders.
Oh yeah, I love the week. It only lasted for 2 seasons.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
Should've
so
lasted
upset.
for way more.
Yeah, it should have.
Thomas the Train Engine.
Oh no!
Teletubbies.
Oh my gosh, Teletubbies. Teletubbies.
SpongeBob.
Oh, we
Mona
watched
the
that.
Vampire.
Mona
Ruby
the
Gloom.
Vampire.
Oh my gosh. Daigotta Defenders.
That was a thing.
I loved Daigotta Defenders. I wanted to be a defender.
Yeah,
They
they
rolled their awesome
what?
dice.
Where am I? Oh, here I am.
They had like, they had like a website, online video game type thing.
Yeah, I was part of it, but I always picked the Frost one. I always picked the Frost one, mainly because she was like, oh, what was it? She was special in some way.
I totally had a crush on the youngest chick.
Oh, the
Who
one
had
with the
troubles
boots.
walking.
Yeah, so she had the boots.
I always go for the
She also-
troubled ones. And then I had a crush on the kid who turned into like a black shadow or whatever. Because I always go for the troubled ones.
Exactly. I don't know why. It's weird.
Always. So yeah, I always chose to be her, the one with the boots.
With the V bug.
Okay, after Spider Riders, Lunatics Unleashed.
Oh,
Lunatics
Lunatics Unleashed.
That was, yeah.
That was interesting. I always liked the Coyote.
I always liked the Roadrunner.
I was just like, I want to be the Coyote because he's awesome and he does tech stuff.
I liked the Roadrunner because he was fast. Animaniacs. And Ants in Your Pants.
Oh my gosh, the one that played the music. Hey there, turkey, turkey lurkey. Oh,
I don't know, had monkeys. Big comfy couch.
it had a monkey and it had a bunch of ants.
Digimon. Pokemon.
Digimon.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay, Digimon was a better TV series than game, and Pokemon was a better game than TV series. I'll just say that right out now.
Art Attack.
Oh yeah, Art Attack, where they had the weird talking statue guy.
Did they? I don't remember.
They had the talking bust guy who would tell you how to send in your art to Art Attack.
I never watched Art Attack as a kid.
I did, and I loved it.
Or maybe I did, but like I don't remember it. There's Zoom, Crazy Quilt, Mr. Dress Up, Sesame Street, Reading Rainbow, Magic School Bus, Maya the Bee.
Oh no, I fell and died again.
What was Maya the Bee?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Pinky and the Brain, Cat Dog, Cow and Chicken.
Cow, oh my gosh, cow. Chicken!
I Am Weasel.
I Am Weasel was like by the same people as Cow and Chicken.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Of course.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks was like, Street Sharks was, was a ripoff, but nonetheless, it still was.
Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice from Mars was actually original, I think. But I've never watched it, honestly.
Caillou. Barney.
Oh my god.
Rugrats, All Grown Up.
Of course, Rugrats all grown up.
Wild Thornberries. Oh my gosh. Dave the Barbarian.
Dave the Barbarian, huge butter wimp. His sisters Fang and Candy, a princess and a chimp, not a monkey. Oh, that was always a joke.
Johnny Bravo, Scooby-Doo. Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, I remember Jimmy Neutron.
How did you forget Jimmy Neutron?
Ice Boy. I caught Ice Boy.
Rocco's Modern Life.
I never watched Rocco's Modern Life. I heard about it, but I never actually watched it.
Hang on, guess what this next one is? Do 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 do. What's the sitch?
Oh, Kim Possible.
And then Totally Spies and Martin Mystery.
Oh, Totally Spies and Martin Mystery were two. I liked Martin Mystery more than Totally Spies, honestly. Oh, do you remember Grossology?
No.
You never saw Grossology? They actually, It was the one thing that talked about biology, but it was like the gross stuff, like how scabs are made.
I never watched that.
And one of the main villains was literally a guy who his head was a giant boil.
That's probably why I never watched it.
It's called grossology because it's like the gross stuff. Though they did teach me quite a lot about stuff in the human body, like blood vessels and such.
I learned that by just looking it up because I was interested in it. I was one of those kids.
Hi, Bear. What are you doing?
Lilo and Stitch, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Doug. Do you remember Doug?
Oh, yes.
Wishbone, Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Tiny Toons, Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show.
Anyways, we're kind of a little over time here. So, in the next episode, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I know for a fact that I'm gonna be shooting these clouds with, super breath.
And I will finish my list of nostalgic children's TV shows.
Okay, bye people.
Bye everyone.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.